Alright, we might as well begin. Here we are to talk about a paragraph structure in this nice quiet confines of the gymnasium. As you can see, last lesson we talked about paragraph structure. Last lesson we talked about how to write a thesis from a statement. Well, today we're going to talk about how to construct that main body paragraph. Okay? And so, main body essay, and as you can see here, there are many different acronyms that we use to try and come up with how to structure that paragraph. I've heard of TEPA, I've heard of sexy, I've heard of pee and peel. I kind of go with one called the seal. So if I could have the next slide. We call it a seal. Now, I'm not talking about this guy, not the famous seal, or an actual seal. No, what we're talking about is an acronym. Okay, and the first word in the acronym is a statement. So you come up with a statement, you say something, and that might be a topic sentence. Then the next one is an elaboration, which is where you would say a little bit more about what you want to talk about, how you're going to set up your example. Next one, example. Okay, and then finally, the last one is the link. Okay, and that's where I want you to. This is kind of important. This link one is kind of important. This is where I want you to link two things. So if we go back to the next previous one. Link. What I want you to do is I want you to link to two things. I want you to link to your thesis, and also, I'm going to show you a little trick, because I want you to link also to the subsequent paragraph to allow your essay to have some flow to it. So here we go. Remember, it's a statement, elaboration, example, link. That's the seal. Now, often we have to write a question to a statement. We have to come up with a thesis. A typical question might be, discuss the main ideas, the main themes in, for example, we've used Shakespeare's Midsummer Night's Dream. So I want you to turn that statement now into a question. What's it actually saying? What's the main theme? Okay, now in Midsummer Night's Dream, the main theme could be love. But that's not a really strong thesis. Mainstream was, you have to maybe tell me something about love. What about love in this story? Well, the pursuit of love can at times be quite difficult. That's a stronger thesis. And that's what I'm going to try and prove throughout the essay. So now, let's start that main seal. Here we go. So, that's your thesis. Pursuit of love can at times be difficult. Okay, next one. Remember the seal? Say something, set up your example, discuss relevance of example. Here we go. So a statement might be, the play, well, it's kind of a summary of the play, the first statement in the first seal can be a brief summary, like in one sentence. So the play essentially follows these four groups of characters that revolve around the theme of love. Then my elaboration, next one is, we're first introduced to one of the groups of characters, the Athenian court, where Theseus is excited about getting married to his fiancée Hippolyta. Okay, he's anticipating his impending marriage. Now, my example. Here Theseus says, Hippolyta, I have wooed thee with my sword and won thy love doing the injuries. Now let's think about that one for a second. That's sort of a, what? I wooed thee, so I've cracked on to you, I've been, hanging out with you, trying to, pick you up kind of thing. And I've done it with my sword. So I've managed to win your love through, overpowering you, through violence, through conquer. And so that's sort of an interesting take on love, which just makes it kind of, a little bit complicated. And so my link then would be, well, we discover that Theseus has conquered Hippolyta and the Amazonians, and then he must believe that then love can be won by sheer force. And so that's sort of my take on love in that very first example. Now let's look at the word force here. I would use that word force as a word repeated in my next paragraph, because that's sort of an ongoing theme as well. In the very next scene, Theseus wants to force his daughter to marry the man that he's chosen for her, which is another ongoing theme. So that's pretty much it. Just to summarize, statement, elaboration, example, link, paragraph structure. Thank you very much.